So I guess I haven't been doing very many TV videos. I know a lot of my subscribers have requested me to bring back the little black mini AM/FM TV radio, the one from 2003. But the problem is that's not at my place here where I live. That's back at my grandmother's place. That's where it's being kept right now. And since we're all in quarantine, we can't get over there. I won't be able to do a video on that for a while. But bear with me. Don't unsubscribe or anything because I haven't been taking anybody's requests or anything. Bear with me. It's coming soon. As soon as we can get off this quarantine, I can get back there. I'll do a video on it. But anyways, on with today's video. I have a video on my channel from about last year that I uploaded that I recorded a couple years ago, back in I think July of 2017. And this is just a little portable camping TV, RadioShack camping TV that I've had for almost 4 or 5 years now. And I have really no way of knowing if RadioShack Realistic is the actual brand because all the labels have been ripped, that were glued on once upon a time. Probably some sort of super glue or something. And they were taken off. I'm not sure why, but that label there was taken off. Over the tuner here, there should be a little plastic plate, and that was taken off. And what else was taken off? On the back here, there's a on the back you can see there's something there, maybe some data on the back for servicing, maybe like a chassis number or the year or the model, or maybe that was here. What's kind of cool about these is they will run off of 12 volts. So you can use a 12 volt adapter, or you can use 9 D-cell batteries on the side. I can get the damn back off. There we go. So you can buy 9. You can put in 9 D-cell batteries. Nothing even has that lying around their house, and they're pretty damn expensive these days. So you know, you might as well buy a pack of rechargeables for, I don't know, $16, $30. Depends on how many you get. And then use that so you don't have to keep going back to buying more. You can just recharge them. Or just use the, if you're like me, just use the power adapter that comes with it if you get one with it. You can find a lot of these old portable TVs, RadioShack portable TVs on eBay. There's a lot of them for sale on eBay. It's not particularly this model. This model seems, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is probably a rare model. The only reason I'm gonna say that is because I tried Googling anything I could find on this, such as on the back of the power adapter. It says Realistic, which is a RadioShack brand, or was a RadioShack brand. Now the RadioShack in Canada is called The Source, and their brand name here, you can see on my bottle of contact cleaner, is Next Tech. And their batteries, which RadioShack was always really popular for, is now the brand name Infocell here in Canada. I know The Source doesn't exist in the for those of you who live in the U.S., but I'll keep this video real short. From what I could find down here on the I don't know if you can see it that well on the camera. There's the it says Realistic Portavision adapter, which is what it says on the top of the TV. It says Portavision, and as you can see, the adapter looks like it got too overheated or something, and it just sank and melted. It got so hot, the plastic just melted and started to sag at the top there. But otherwise, this thing is in perfect working condition. I didn't need to find, I don't even know if this is in the Sam's or anything, because I don't know that they put any RadioShack products in the Sam's or whatever, or there's any. I couldn't find a schematic on it, but it is not that it needs one, because it's in, like I said, perfect working condition. CRT is good. There's no vertical or horizontal problems. They both horizontal and vertical lock perfectly. I know when I open this up, and I'll open it up later on in this video, this is a Samsung branded CRT, and It says right on top on a white sticker in red letters, Samsung. So I guess I'll go ahead and turn it on. Show you the TV on. So I guess a lot of you guys who view my videos are always probably just waiting for the part where I turn it on and show the old TV actually working.
Who feels like, well, I'm just going to give up. Don't give up. Don't do it.
As you can see, the reception is kind of poor because I only have a clip lead on it that's clipped onto that piece of coax. Yeah, brightness control works just fine. Contrast works just fine. It's a little scratchy. You just gotta spray some contact cleaner or some WD-40 on it.
Tonight, an expert's guide is the most at risk of contracting coronavirus. Also tonight, a look inside one state creating nursing homes for COVID.
Yeah, everything works pretty fine. You can get some if you tune. I know some people, when they find an old TV or stuff, they turn it on, they start tuning, they figure, well, because analog TV shut down, I'm not going to get anything, and they come by this and they go, the hell? Well, because some of the FM stations that are on the FM band, they're so close to the VHF band for TV, which is what, like around channel 6 or something like that, that it bleeds into the VHF TV band. So okay, so I'm cutting into the video here because what I should explain to you guys is, because I live so close to an FM transmitter in the local area, which is not even, it's less than 5 minutes away from me, I can, the channel that I'm listening to there, here's, sorry for the shaky cam footage, but here's the tower. This frequency I was listening to there is 90.1 FM, so that's a CHFA, the French channel, here in our local city at 10 minutes out of Edmonton. And when I turn on the TV here, so you can hear it on the TV, it's because it's the beginning of the VHF band is so close to the top of the FM band. So 90.1 FM is really close to channel 6 VHF. And so, as you can hear here, that is CHFA on channel 6 right here on the dial. And there's 90.1 on the FM dial, which is really close. Another example is a bit of a different example. Because I live so close to the FM transmitter, I can get other FM frequencies that are on the top of the FM band, not the bottom. So 105.9 Shawnee FM, the religious station, I can pick up on here because it's just getting interference from living so close to the FM transmitter.
Camps and recreation programs, we found one local place planning to welcome kids in the near future.
Kim DeGiulio shows us a local Boys and Girls Club that's reopening and the social distancing measures they'll have in place.
Just 2 months ago, the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan.
Nice, yeah, so that's the TV. High VHF works too. When I take this out to the cabin at the lake, we have about one analog channel still out there in a town called Red Deer, which is about half hour away from the cabin out at the lake. And it comes in pretty strong if you got a good enough antenna. And I always take this out to the cabin every summer just to see if the analog channel still exists and is still around. I put it up and when I get to the cabin, I unpack everything and I get everything else set up. Once I have my free time when in the cabin, I'll put this up and see if the analog station still exists. I think the station is like I think it's CTV, CFR in Edmonton. So they have another transmitter located out in Red Deer, I guess, which is an analog transmitter. And so I can pick it up over this TV pretty good. And it's another one just down there that I did a video on called Analog TV Still in the Air in Alberta, Canada, near my local area. Well, not my local area, but my hometown province in Canada. A CTV Edmonton analog and Red Deer is usually it's on a VHF high, so it's around like channel 8, channel 9, channel 10, one of those. I don't remember which one, but it's one of them. And of course, like I said, UHF works too. There's a UHF channel down in the Rockies, which is like maybe at 2.5 hours south of me. And they have a few analog channels still in the air if you go in the right area. So the town of Canmore, which is close to Banff, I know that's a pretty popular place in Canada, or in Alberta, Canada. So anyways, I will, guess I'll shut this off. We'll take a quick peek at the back, and then we'll open it up. Alright, of course you got your back panel here, which is just the external antenna with 75 ohm connection. So if you have a coax to 3.5 millimeter pin adapter connector, you can plug your coax onto the other end and just plug it into there. And it works that way. Or you can just do what I'm doing, use a clip lead. There's the vertical hold on the back. You can adjust the vertical lock. And then there's the 12 volt direct current connection. And underneath on this side, you got a little kickstand that you can flip up. If you can flip up, so you don't have to. So you can have the TV facing up at you, so you don't have to look at it at a certain angle. And then you have, like I said, that was probably an old servicing data label that was ripped off for the year, the model, or the chassis number. All I know is it's category, 14 or something, I think it says on the adapt. I don't know. Again, there was something there. Some more, another sticker or a plaque that was glued on to the back there. It's beyond me why someone would want to take all that off. I don't know, I'm guessing that right there says realistic. I've seen other TVs like this online, but very rarely have I ever seen a picture of one that looks exactly like this. I've seen the exact same chassis TV as this, exact same size screen, exact same size CRT, and it has an FM radio on the top, and I can't remember what the brand name was called. It started with the C, is all I can remember, but you got more adjustments on the underneath. You got vertical size adjustment, you got the horizontal hold or the horizontal lock, and you got a couple other adjustments here and here. I'm not sure what they are, but yeah, I guess let's go ahead and open it. We'll take a look in the inside. Alright, so I popped the chassis off, and like I said, the CRT is branded, like I said, the CRT is a Samsung, so it says here, Samsung Electron Devices, and I guess that's maybe a type number for the CRT. That's what it says there, type number. And there's the yoke of the TV, of course. And I have heard that the yoke, when it's bad, sometimes it can look green and oxidized. But from what I can tell, it looks good. And all the guns on the CRT look good as well. You can see this capacitor down here, it looked like it had melted or something. It got overheated or something and it melted, and it burnt the circuit board here. But it still works perfectly fine. I'm not sure what happened there, I guess. It looks like it's a little bit newer, like as if it was replaced maybe. There's the tuner, of course. And then there's the tuner leads to that, of course the tuner leads to that external antenna jack, and then there's a little fuse down there. I'm not sure what this is here for. There's the high voltage going to the CRT. And then there's the back side of the control panel. There's the tuning. I guess that white thing down there is maybe a filter or something. I'm not sure. There's one of those adjustments from the other side. Maybe it looks like that's the horizontal lock control we were looking at. And I'm not sure what's underneath this cage. It looks like it has some sort of blue marker on top to mark something off, but I'm not quite sure. There's of course the speaker and the headphone or earphone jack. So there's the see the CRT glowing. Let me shut the lamp off here so you can see it. I can get the camera to focus on it. Shows the CRT glowing. Like I said, it works perfectly fine. Signal's a little bit weaker now because I got the clip lead off. If I put it back on here in a second, stand by. Okay, there we go. I got the clip lead back on now.
An act of kindness will forever be remembered. Here's to you from Recruit Specialized Staffing. Tonight, the race to contain the outbreak inside the White House. Staffers just now being ordered to wear masks in the West Wing after 2 tested positive. President Trump not wearing one at an event late today, and the president said...
I just got it hooked up to my Shaw, I guess in the US this would be called Xfinity TV, but in Canada this is Shaw cable. And it's called, they call it Blue Curve TV, and I think Xfinity calls it, what do they call it again? X11 something. They have some sort of different name for it, I don't remember what it is, but...
The feds now investigating. Was it a hate crime? Should you wear a mask while jogging? Answering your questions and the surprising risk zones you should know. And the tributes pouring in for a comedy legend. This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. Good evening, everyone. The bloom is off some of President Trump's rosier character.
The guide on the TV is, of course, you know, it's always going to be hard to see, and it's always, I know some people are always wondering why it's always, the full screen is always cut off on these types of TVs, but that's because they, the picture format that's broadcast nowadays for TV is 16:9, and these only did back in the day 4:3, and so when you put an antenna on it to watch TV off of your digital cable box or digital converter box, you're always going to get the screen cut off unless you adjust the size, the vertical size on the bottom adjustment there, or sometimes it's shoved away in the back of the TV. Sometimes some old TVs, like the 90s style cable televisions, you have to open up the chassis. Doesn't bother me too much. Some people, I guess it does.
The Trump administration scrambling to control the spread, with at least 2 staffers now testing positive. One of President Trump's personal valets, and Katie Miller, spokesperson to Vice President Mike Pence.
So you can tell things are shrunk. You can tell some things are shrunk this way, stretched out. But that always happens on these kind of TVs, like I said, because of the picture format. Like, if you look closely, the NBC Peacock is a little bit stretched. That's just because of the picture size. Or I guess as it's called with some TVs now, the aspect ratio. I guess that's the correct term for an aspect ratio. Anyways, that's a look at maybe about 1970s. Again, I don't know a date on it. I'm going to say maybe 1970s, 1980s. RadioShack, realistic RadioShack brand. Portable camping TV. Still perfect working condition. Works perfectly fine. You change the channel here. Let's listen to the depressing ass news.
And we do do understand from the PGA.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's some local area interference, or I guess not really local area, because wherever you go in here in Alberta, Canada, wherever you go in the province here, you seem to get that. But the further down south you go, the weaker it seems to get. So I don't know if it's just some interference from some high power transmitters or something like that. I know you can pick up some low power digital TV from low power digital transmitters, and they come through as analog, but some of them can be very weak, and that's not what that is, because of course we don't have any low power here and we don't have analog. So
Golf courses, and it was on May 1st that San Diego County allowed courses specifically to reopen based there. And then last Monday, 6
So I guess they're reopening golf courses, and they've been saying they want to do some of these tournaments without the fans. And the Masters tournament, which is one of the biggest golf tournaments in the PGA, I think, is moved from April to November, which would be kind of odd to watch for people that are big people that are big into the golf world. All right, that's enough. That's a look at a 1970s. I'm gonna say probably 1970s, 1980s realistic RadioShack brand portable camping TV. I like to call these portable camping TVs. I mentioned this quite a bit in my past videos. I've started a new schedule, so every Thursday, Friday, either 1600 UTC or 2 hours UTC, or once in a while Fridays, or like on Sunday. And I'll link the original video that I posted, which is like 1 minute and 17 seconds long, to this TV in the description below. I'm trying to keep some of these videos shorter now. Like the Nord Monday video I did was almost an hour long. It was like 47 minutes long. So I'm trying to keep them long, because I'm going to keep them a bit shorter, because the editor doesn't like exporting or rendering such long videos. So anyways, we'll see you in the next video, and yeah, thanks for watching. So I came across this website the other day. It's called barnabees.com. As you can tell, it's the same TV. It doesn't have the band indicator plaque on the front or the logo. They're both taken off, like mine, for some reason. But it's I found out the model and the year. It's a realistic Portavision Portable 5, and the year is 1986. It used to be an auction, but it's closed now. The guy put it 1986, original box and instructions, untested. And there's this one too I found on ST.com. It's a different brand. It's not realistic. It's a Japanese brand called Silver. This one actually has an FM tuner on it, and it does have the band indication plastic plaque on the front there, as you can see. And as we scroll through the pictures here, you'll see the FM AM radio tuner coming up here. There it is on the side. And of course mine doesn't have that. But this one, I've seen these before. And some of them have they have the turn knobs on the front. They don't have the sliding knobs, the sliding controls on the front. This one is $53.25 Canadian. It's model 558B, portable radio TV, 2-in-1. Yeah, so what the hell? So why do people like taking the logo and all the plaques and stuff off? Because all the realistic branded ones I'm seeing, a lot of them have the band indication plaque missing, and the you have the little logo down there. That's missing too for some reason. And that last one I showed you, that's not mine. I didn't put that on that website. It's not. I'm not selling it. I don't have the box or anything with mine. It just happened to be the TV that has the same thing. No plaque on the front or logo. So I don't know if that's the thing that lots of guys do with these realistic TVs. They just remove all the logos and stuff. yeah, maybe if someone knows why, put it in the comments section below why. Or I guess maybe it just falls off and goes missing because of this. Because this glue stuff they put on maybe is just crappy glue and it doesn't stick very good. I don't know.